dividing decimals by a whole number using a pictorial model. So we worked on that the other day. And remember with multiplying decimals, what did we have to do with multiplying decimals? Did we line up decimals when we multiplied?
No. Because it's technically multiplying by whole numbers.
Yes, because it's technically like multiplying by whole numbers. Do you guys kind of remember what we called the decimal? A ghost decimal. Very good. Our ghost decimal kind of comes back into play with dividing decimals. Yep, so we're working on dividing decimals. Okay, go ahead and pass your papers to your group. If you need an extra, I have some. Okay. You guys are going to need out a twistable, so go ahead and get out a light colored twistable, please.
How many?
And a pencil, just one. So you need a pencil and a light colored twistable. Okay, once you have your twistable out, put your hands on your head. A light colored twistable. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. You can be gray. You want to be gray. Yes, ma'am. Do you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay, once you have it out, friends, let's put our hands on our head. Yes, sir. Did you get a paper? Alright guys, once you're finished, put your hands on your head and voices off, please. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is, yesterday we kind of talked about dividing decimals. Remember we used the base 10 blocks to create our problem? How did we start off with our base 10 blocks? Rowan?
We started off with, like, when we were doing 11 and 2500, we started with our wholes, and then we added our tenths and our hundredths.
Perfect. You started with wholes, added tenths and hundredths. How did we divide? Bryson?
We
Sorted them into groups. Christopher, how do we sort those into groups? What did you start by moving first? So remember we had 5 groups that we had to sort 11 and 2500ths into. You need to phone a friend?
5?
Yeah, we sorted into 5 groups. What did we start with to sort? Okay, Bryson?
We started with the total and then we sorted.
Okay. Rowan?
We sorted what we had all together, and we sorted them into 5 groups, but there was one whole left over, so we broke those into 10, and each, so then we broke the tenths into the groups, and there were 2 in each, but there were 2 left over, so we made 20 hundredths, and then we broke the 20 hundredths into 4 groups of each, because 20 divided by 5 is 4, so we had 4 of those hundredths in each group, and then the hundredths, there were 5 left over, so there was 5 in each one.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so today we're going to be working on standard algorithm. Do you guys kind of remember a little bit yesterday what we did with that?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk more today about our standard algorithm. So if you'll look on the screen, okay, and our problem, we worked it yesterday. Go ahead and sit up straight and tall for us. All right. Our problem is 2 7/10 divided by 9. Okay, we had this problem yesterday. So what did we kind of talk about with our division problems from yesterday? Peyton?
So since it's 2, it would take up 2 of the squares, so both of the squares would be colored in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we make groups of 7.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and color in our 2 7/10. So we color in a hole. Remember, it doesn't have to be pretty or perfect. You just have to make sure you're in the lines. Okay, so we colored 1 hole in, and Peyton, you said to color 2 holes and
Then we make groups of 7.
then 7 what?
7 groups of 9.
Wait, 7 groups of 9 or 7 groups of?
10.
There you go, 7 groups of 10. Okay, so finish coloring in your 2 7/10. Okay, so we have 2 7/10. What did we talk about yesterday with the 2 7/10? What could we do with that number? Okay, Rowan?
We can, instead of saying 2 and 7/10, we can say 27 tenths.
You could say 27 hundredths, or 27 hundredths or 27
Tenths.
tenths. So 27 tenths. Perfect. Okay, so if we have 27 hundredths, what do we know about 27 and 9? Okay guys, make sure your papers look exactly like mine. Okay, it needs to be sideways. Alright, Rowan, what were you saying?
I was going to say that we know 27 divided by 9 is 3, because 9 times 3 is 27.
Perfect. So we know 9 times 3 is 27. But do we have a decimal?
No, so since that's 27 tenths, we're probably going to have to add, and since you have to circle your, the line after your, so 2 and 7/10 sign, I'm trying to say this right.
That's okay.
You'd have to circle the 7,
Okay.
because that's where you need to put your decimal. I
Yes.
assume it's kind of like multiplying, so you have to circle
Mhm.
where your decimal is.
So you know how many decimals are in your
yeah.
answer?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll kind of talk a little bit more about that here in just a second when we go over standard algorithm. So we know that how many groups are we going to have?
3, 10,
How many groups? Remember, this is our total,
9.
and this is our groups, right? So how many groups do we have?
9.
9. With how many in each group? Yes, Kimberly. 3. 3 what?
10.
3 tenths. Okay, so let's go ahead and circle our 9 groups of 3. And did we say we can make a group out of these, even though there's a space?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so finish up. Okay, so we have 2 7/10 covered in, and we have 9 groups, and we have 3 in each group. Okay. So when it comes to standard algorithm, which one were we talking about yesterday that was going to be our dividend? Yes, ma'am? That's okay. Here, do it on this side, that way it looks like mine, okay? Here you go. Alright. Yeah, make sure your paper looks like mine so we can kind of work this out together. That's okay. Alright. Amberly, yes ma'am?
Is it okay that I did mine on the bottom?
That's okay, that's perfect. Yeah, as long as you have 4 going across, that works. Okay, so when we were talking about our dividends and divisors, what goes on the inside of our division problems? A dividend or divisor? Dividend goes on our inside, and divisor goes on where?
The outside.
The outside. So which number do you think is going to be our dividend on the inside? 2 and 7 tenths. Okay, do you guys remember why we put that on the inside?
Because it's the long number.
It's our longer number. So where does that mean 9 is going to go?
Well, but it's what we're sharing.
It's on the outside. But remember, what we're sharing is our dividend. We talked about that yesterday on if we had 2 and 7 tenths of a pizza and we had 9 friends, we could share that pizza, right?
Yeah.
But we can't, could we share our friends with the pizza? No, that wouldn't work very well. Okay, so this is what we're sharing. Oh, ran out of paper there. All right, so we know that 9 divided by, or 27 divided into 9 groups is going to be how many? 3. Okay, and if we didn't have this pictorial model, if we didn't see this at all, okay, how would we know where to put the decimal? Rowan, what do you think?
I think we would know because there's only 1 digit after the decimal.
Okay, you're on the right track. There's only 1 digit after the decimal. Chris, what do you think?
Divide without the model. You can just take away the decimal and then add it at the end with the
Okay.
number.
So we take the decimal and add it at the end.
And
So
anything-
would this be our answer? Would 3 holes be our answer? No. Okay. So you're on the right track, but for multiplication, we start on the left with our product and we move it over. But with division, okay, we're going to move the decimal from the inside of the house. Okay, we're going to pretend like this is a little house. Okay, we're going to move the decimal from the inside of the house up to the roof. Okay, so we're going to X that out because that's not our correct answer. But all we have to do is move the decimal from the house to the roof in division. So let's say that together. We're going to have to move the decimal from the house to the roof. Okay? So if I had my decimal here after the 7, could we move it straight up and would 3 holes be our answer? Yes. But because the decimal is before the 7, making it 7 tenths, we just move it up, right? Because with 3 tenths, when we're looking at our problem, we have 9 groups with 3 in each group. But if we're circling our groups, how many tenths do we have in each group? 3, and that's 3 tenths. So if you guys saw just this problem, okay, you would know to put what you're sharing in the dividend and your groups as your divisor, and then your quotient
As your answer.
is your answer. So we're gonna, when we divide, it's kind of like multiplication where we have our ghost decimal. Okay, so when we're dividing, we're gonna pretend that that decimal isn't there until after we work our problem. Okay, because if we did that, we could go, does 9 fit into 2? Can I share 9 groups, or can I share 2 groups into 9? No. But can I share 27 into 9 groups? Yes. So we're gonna pretend like that's a ghost decimal when we're dividing, and then all we have to do is move it from the house to the roof, right? All right. So let's do